Hello everybody, welcome back to Learning Biology 14.4 Part 1. So in this section, we're going to learn more about how the plants actually grow and develop. Alright? However, since I'm trying to make the video short, I'll only be able to go through the more important areas with you. However, I still wish that after I talk about the key points, you would still be able to do the preview, the revision, and finish the Google form yourself first. Okay? So if there is no problem, we'll start right away. First one, we'll talk about the growth of plants. And there are actually two types of growth. One of them is called the primary growth, and the other one is the secondary growth. So there is one region in the plant very important, and this region is called the meristem. Okay, so say it, meristem. So this meristem has a lot of undifferentiated cells. You have seen this similar word when we talk about cell differentiation. So what does it mean by cell differentiation? That means the cells will become different types of cells. So undifferentiated cells are just like stem cells. They can become any type of cells. Okay? So now we're going to talk about these cells. So these undifferentiated cells, they will carry out mitosis throughout their life. So they'll keep on like reproducing the identical daughter cells, and their daughter cells will somehow carry out cell differentiation to become different types of cells. Okay? So when we talk about the meristem, there are two types as well. One of them control the length of the plant, or you can say the height of the plant. The other one will control the thickness of the plant. Okay, so the first one is called the apical meristem. So apical somehow is related to the height, or it related to the tips. 即係最端端個位啦。So this apical meristem, it can be found only at the tips, okay, of both roots and shoots, but only at the tips. And it will increase the plant height. This one, we call it the primary growth. Lateral meristem, it can only be found in the periphery. That means 周邊, the surrounding of the stem and roots. And because they are like located at the periphery, right? So they will increase the thickness. And here we define this by secondary growth. Okay? And then we'll move on to talk about the primary growth. Before we actually go to the primary growth at root tip or the stem, we need to know that there are actually three regions of division. And these three regions are called the region of cell division, the region of elongation, and the region of differentiation. Okay, so you don't need to look at this diagram first. We first need to understand what these three regions actually are doing. Okay, so first one, when we talk about the region of cell differentiation, you may guess, so which type of cell division is kept on carrying out? Is it mitosis or is it meiosis? The answer, earlier we just talked about that is of course mitosis. So the cell will keep on carrying out mitosis in this region because it contains the apical meristem. Okay? We'll go into the details later, but just in case you're curious, we have seen these three cells earlier in one of the questions. And as you can see, one of the features is that in these type of cells, they are undifferentiated cells and there will be no vacuoles can be found. Okay? And then we go to the region of elongation. This is a special region because it is not only elongating, it is actually a very, very important part. Why? Let's look at it. So first of all, the features again. So as you can see, you can start seeing some small vacuoles inside the cell. But not yet, they are differentiated. Not yet. Okay? So these small vacuoles will actually help the cell to elongate. So they're getting longer. Okay? So when they elongate, they will push the meristem downwards, or you can say upwards. So why do we use the word downwards here? Because we're talking about the root. So of course, the root is keep on going down. If we're talking about the shoot or the stem, it would be keep on going upwards. All right? So the cell in this region of elongation will be keep on elongating and growing or pushing downwards or upwards. And this region, why is it very, very important? Because this region is the main reason why the plant is actually increasing in height. Okay? Not because the number of cells, but because the cells in this region are elongating. Okay? And the last one will be the region of cell differentiation. So cell differentiation, that means they are getting to become different cells. This time, as you can see, the feature, the small vacuole will fuse together to form a large vacuole. And this is the type of typical plant cell we keep on talk about, right? Okay, so there are some more features which you would like to know, like the cell wall is getting thicker, they're getting more rigid, okay, just like any plant cell. And this time, since the vacuole is ready, the cell wall is ready, and now they're ready to differentiate into different types of cells. Or we can also say they can now differentiate to different specialized cells. So what does it mean by specialized? That means they can perform special functions. So for example, like the root hair cells, like the xylem, okay? So all of those, like the phloem, they're all performing different functions, and they are all made up of different cells. And where are they created? They are created in a region of differentiation. So after we learn about these three regions, the next we're going to learn about the primary growth at root tip and in the shoot. The direction is important, but you don't need to like recite. You need to understand. Okay, so this is a root, very easy. So where is the cell division part? Where are the undifferentiated cells? It is at the tip. Because remember, where can we find the apical meristem? At the tip of the root. So this time you will see the cell division part is at the lowest region. And then keep on going up. Now is the region of elongation. They're elongating. They're getting some features of the plant cell. And when they keep on going upper, they will start going to the region of differentiation. Their cell wall become thicker, stronger, and they have a large central vacuole. They are now ready to be specialized into different types of cells. Okay? So this is not a very good diagram. We'll have some question about this diagram, and you somehow need to identify where is the apical meristem. Okay? So it is not here. They are not here. They're actually like a little bit to the tip, like here. Alright? So be careful about this. Last but not least, this is an experiment which I'll just go through briefly in class, talking about how do we know where is the region of elongation. And the last one is about the primary growth at shoot tip. So that is like the shoot. Of course, this time it is going to be pushed upwards, just as I said. This time, where can you find the region of cell division? Where can you find the apical meristem? The undifferentiated cells. Of course, again, at the tip, but this time it's not the lowest, it's the highest. Alright? And then there will also be the region of elongation, and when it gets ready, there is the region of cell differentiation. Alright, so just to show you more, as you can see, the apical meristem, the cells are very, how do you describe it? How do you know the difference? This one, the cell here, and the cell here, how are they different? This one, they're all very small, and now they are getting bigger after they go to the region of differentiation. Okay, so this is a very challenging question, and let's see if you know the answer. Here, he's asking, if you put a nail 呢個釘啦 into the tree. So will it grow? Will it get taller after several years? Okay, so that's all for this video and this part 1. In the next video, we're going to continue on secondary growth. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.